Well, all right now, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Just kind of doing a little fire starter video for you today. Now, I've already had 3 fires in my fireplace this year. It's not the first one. We are still excited about getting the burning season fired up now, and we're going to go ahead and make another one. I'm going to show you my process here. I do have a little variety of wood. I got some walnut and some cherry and some of that dead standing ash that I cut this year that had a barbed wire fence in it. That real light stuff that I told you I like to use as my fire starter. I mean, that's a pretty nice looking piece of wood right there. It's not a problem. And I got a few other random pieces, maybe a piece of cottonwood. That cottonwood's been doing good to get the fires going. I don't mind it at all. Nice big chunk of it burns pretty bright too. So that's what we're doing. I'm just going to let y'all kind of observe the process here today now. And the first thing I got to do is clean out the ashes from my previous couple fires here. And that's important to do. And my cat's going to hit the tripod, but it's important to keep your fireplace clean, get those ashes out of there. It will start to break down all the metal and everything if that stuff packs in around all your gas igniter and fire grate and everything. So let's get this thing cleaned out, get a little kindling in here, and get my firebox all fired up here. Here we go now. All right, I'll just move that out of the way right now for you guys. And this is my my bucket here, my metal bucket. You need a nice metal bucket for your ashes. If you don't know, don't be a dingbat and put it in a plastic garbage pail or anything like that. So get yourself a nice metal garbage can or metal bucket of some kind. That's pretty obvious, I think, but you never know. There's all kinds of dingbat people out there, so you never know who you might be helping out that hasn't thought of that. So we'll go ahead and mention that. Might even put a link in the description. We'll see. So I'm just going to make a little room here today. I'm not going to do a complete and total clean out, just kind of clean these ashes out, make a little room for the fresh wood. All right, that should be good enough for some nice wood. And we're going to get this going now and sweep it on up a little bit. Now, I am in my natural habitat today. I just woke up from a nice, refreshing sleep here. So I didn't throw on any special clothes or anything. Just thought I'd show y'all what I do to get my fires going. All right, so I just like to kind of sweep that up a little bit there. We'll do a little bit better job sweeping up here when I'm done now. All right, let's get my grate going back in there. Now, knock on some wood, but my grate is still holding on. That's that grate I welded a couple years ago, so that grate might make it through another year. We'll see. It's still holding on. Let's get my kindling going. All right, so here's what I'm using for my kindling right now. I got all kinds of break-offs from the log splitter, and I do also have some cedar wood that I made. There's none of that in there actually right now, but I like to use a all-cotton tampon inside of a taco shell, really, to get my fires going, but I'm all out of tacos right now. So we're going to be using this setup, and I got a little fire starter there, organic fire starter. It's wax and sawdust or something or other, whatever. You can buy those online, and I'm going to be using matches today. And those are not fish matches, those are Planet Hollywood matches. I got a couple of those left, so let me just build a little kindling bundle in here now, and should be off to the races. My screen is and this grate has a screen on the bottom of it, and it has completely kind of heated up and degraded on me. So I'm just going to be I've been laying some wood flat across it and starting my fires on top of a piece of wood, if that makes any sense. And we'll get this going here now. Kind of stack some kindling up. You know what? Let's get this baby fired up. I'll go ahead and get it lighted up now. This kindling is all that needs to get started on me. All right. Try it again here. That didn't work. Need a little more spark up than that. All right, so we're going now, and now I can just kind of stack some wood around that flame. And I got this nice piece here. That's a pretty piece of some maple, actually. That's some good-looking wood, if you can see that. I'm not sure if you're catching that in the light, but you could make a guitar out of that. All right, so we'll throw that right on top. And now it's time for some wood. We'll put a piece of cherry in there. And some of that dead standing ash on top of that kindling. Woo! It's not a very nice looking piece of cherry right there. I'll burn it. Like I said, I bring home all the weird stuff. I'm going to throw another piece in there just to trap that heat in there. Make a nice fire for you guys. Get it flared up real nice. I've been burning all kinds of weird stuff. I'm almost out of weird stuff already. I'm sure I'll come across another few pieces, but I've been trying to throw those to the side and bring them in and burn them on my own on those little chunks and everything. So I've already about burned out of weird stuff. So here we go now. Thanks for watching. This is just a quick little fire starter video today, so go ahead, subscribe to the channel and all that, and we're going to let this get fired up, let y'all take a look at that, see how long it takes to get going. Okay, now I got this fire fired up pretty well, rolling along now, everybody. Thanks for watching just a quick little video today. So the hummies have went away for the year. I think they're pretty much gone. I've had my feeder out there just hanging around, nothing's going on. So right about the time the hummies leave, the fires get fired up, and that will probably reverse again in the spring. When I'm done burning, the birds will probably be right back. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment there, because that means the hot summer weather's coming and the firewood season's going away. But it'll be rejoiceful for the birds anyways. Those nice hummingbirds, I like watching those. So again, thanks for watching now. And on that taco shell and all cotton tampon deal, you can make a Rudiger roll out of that and get a friction fire going with that ingredients there. So check out the Rudiger roll, guys. You can do that. You can get a friction fire going with tampons and taco shells in the Rudiger roll there. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Now you may have seen Mavi sneaking around in the background of that video getting into the firewood bundle, and she gets her little pieces of wood, and all of her wood goes into that tube right there. That tube is loaded full of little pieces of wood like that, and she just goes and picks them up one at a time and carries them over there and stuffs them in that tube. So, I don't know, that's what she does with them. Sometimes she plays with them and bats them around a while, but she likes the wood.